Welcome everyone to another session of Amazon Web Services in Review for April 2025. In total, Amazon Web Services made 237 releases in April, with compute being the top category at 29 releases. I'm excited to walk you through all the key announcements and updates from this past month that are most relevant for builders working in the cloud. Let's dive into the most important ones. Let's begin with compute updates, our biggest category this month. April saw an impressive number of new Elastic Compute Cloud instance types released. The i7i instances are high-performance storage-optimized options that could be game changers if you're hitting input-output limits on storage, particularly for databases and big data analysis. We also saw more high-memory instances in Ohio, perfect for memory-hungry applications. Broader availability continues to expand with i4G instances now in Sydney and Sao Paulo. The Graviton investment continues with MAG instances appearing in more regions including California, Mumbai and Hyderabad. This ongoing commitment to ARM architecture typically means good things for both cost and performance. We also saw i7G in Ireland with new bare metal sizes for direct hardware access, while Melbourne received attention with M7i Flex and standard M7i and R7i instances. The regional rollout continues with M6ID in California, R6ID in Spain, C6IN in Osaka, and R8G in Government Cloud West. Thankfully, Compute Optimizer now supports 57 of these new instance types, helping you make sense of it all and find the best fit for your specific workloads without having to benchmark everything yourself. Beyond raw instances, there are several important updates for working with them. For hybrid setups, Amazon Relational Database Service on Outpost now supports those Generation 7i instances we mentioned. The second generation Outpost racks are now available, featuring improved asset-level capacity management for more control and flexibility. For serverless, Lambda now supports inbound Internet Protocol version 6 connectivity over Amazon Web Services Private Link. This can be useful if you need direct private communications with IPv6 only networks, perhaps when integrating with specific partners or older systems. Lambda at Edge received new advanced logging controls which anyone using Edge functions will appreciate for monitoring and debugging. Elastic Beanstalk users can now pull secrets and configuration directly from Secrets Manager and Systems Manager parameter store, making deployments cleaner and more secure when handling sensitive information. For containers and batch processing, Amazon Web Services Batch got integration with ECS Exec, allowing you to interact directly with running containers. Super helpful for troubleshooting. It also supports the Filein's log router now, providing more options for handling container logs. CodeBuild received several updates, including the ability to specify which EC2 instance type to use for your builds, letting you choose beefier instances when needed or optimize for cost. You can also configure storage size, and there's support for newer runtimes in Lambda Compute images. Node 22, Python 3.13, Go 1.24. Enhanced debugging and expanded regional availability for on-demand Windows fleets rounds out the compute updates. Okay, let's switch to storage updates. Simple Storage Service Access Grants became available in the Malaysia region, expanding the reach of this feature for more granular access control. S3 tables received support for server-side encryption using Amazon Web Services Key Management Service with customer-managed keys. This is important for compliance requirements where maintaining control over your own keys is essential. The feature has rolled out to 4 more regions plus United Arab Emirates. And good news, S3 Express One Zone got cheaper with reduced storage and request prices, potential cost savings if you're using it for high-performance single-zone workloads. For EBS snapshots, there's a security improvement with additional resource-level permissions when copying snapshots, providing more granular control over who can copy your backups. Managed file systems saw interesting updates. FSX for NetApp on TAP now includes built-in NetApp autonomous ransomware protection, a significant addition for detecting and mitigating attacks. The second generation FSX for ONTAP is now available in more Europe, Middle East, Africa and Asia Pacific regions. For high-performance computing users, Amazon Web Services Parallel Cluster now supports Elastic Fabric Adapter configurations when using FSX for Lustre, delivering low-latency, high-bandwidth networking to boost performance for demanding parallel jobs. Amazon Web Services Backup added support for search and item-level recovery in 4 more regions, making it easier to find and restore specific files. It now also supports Redshift Serverless, allowing unified backups for your serverless data warehouse. Step Functions expanded its software development kit integrations to include backup search, enabling more complex automated backup workflows. Elasticache for Memcached finally gets auto-scaling both horizontal and vertical, providing much more flexibility for managing Memcached capacity dynamically. Its global day of store feature is now in 15 more regions, improving disaster recovery and support for global applications. And DynamoDB Accelerator now supports R7i instances, offering potential performance boosts for read-heavy DynamoDB workloads. Let's move into cloud-native application development. Amplify introduced data seeding, making it easier to populate test data during development. They've also enhanced developer tooling with refined output and Cloud Development Kit style notices to make the development experience smoother and more informative. AppSync Events now supports data source integrations for channel namespaces, simplifying the building of real-time applications by connecting event sources to channels. EventBridge received several updates. Cross-account event delivery is now in government cloud US regions. API destinations connections support customer-managed keys for more control over encryption, and the Kafka Connect connector for EventBridge is now generally available. Archive and Replay now supports customer-managed KMS keys for encrypting archived events, and the Cloud Development Kit Construct library for the scheduler is now generally available, enabling infrastructure as code for defining schedule events. Amazon Web Services serverless application model now supports custom domain names specifically for private REST APIs, making branding and managing internal APIs easier. Step Functions expanded its software development kit integrations with 137 additional Amazon Web Services service APIs. This huge expansion opens up many more possibilities for direct orchestration from state machines. The Amazon Web Services Transfer family, the SFTP service, now has a Terraform module for deploying SFTP server endpoints. There are more configuration options for SFTP connectors, which can now delete, rename, or move files on remote SFTP servers, providing more comprehensive file management capabilities. For security, Cognito now supports refresh token rotation, which is a good security enhancement for user authentication flows that helps mitigate token compromise risks. There's also a new Cloud Development Kit Level 2 construct for Cognito identity pools now generally available, making infrastructure as code easier for setting up identity pools. Finally, the CloudWatch agent now supports Red Hat OpenShift service on Amazon Web Services, providing better monitoring and observability specifically for those running OpenShift managed on AWS. That covers a lot of ground across compute, storage, and cloud-native development. It's been quite a busy month of updates in April 2025 with those 237 total releases. I hope this gives you a good snapshot of the key advancements and perhaps sparks some ideas for your own projects. The show notes will have links if you want to explore any of these updates further. Always consider how these new instance types, storage features, or service integrations might unlock new possibilities or efficiencies for what you're building. If you found this summary helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Amazon Web Services updates. Your support helps us continue creating these monthly reviews. Keep building, keep exploring, and we'll catch you next time on Amazon Web Services in Review. Thanks for listening.